Whether you're a first-time reader or an avid Bat fan, these are the Batman stories you should pick up.
Come now, Master Bruce. Had to happen sooner or later.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Batman comics and storylines you should read. For this list, we're looking at the most famous issues and story arcs in Batman's comic history.
What's this? An ambush outside the home of millionaire Carnaby Katz, where Catwoman, the Joker, and their evil cohorts lie wickedly in wait for Batgirl and the Caped Crusaders.
Number 10, Batman, Hush.
Please get out of my way.
Snobby little jerk, isn't he? For an orphan.
If you wanted to start reading the modern Batman comics but aren't sure where to start, Hush is a great place. Introducing one of Batman's most personal villains, Hush is one of Bruce Wayne's childhood friends who becomes one of the Dark Knight's smartest nemesis. Throughout the story, readers also get to meet iconic characters like Poison Ivy, the Joker, and Two-Face. Severely outnumbered, Batman teams up with Catwoman, with whom he becomes romantically involved, of course.
Who's the man behind the bat? Maybe you can help me find the woman behind the cat.
Number 9, Batman, the Cult.
Who dares disrupt this ritual?
It's rare for a villain to get the upper hand on Batman, but that is exactly what happens in this story. The main villain here is Deacon Blackfire, who, with the help of his cult of homeless followers, has kidnapped Batman. The story begins with Batman already in captivity, and we witness Batman succumb to Blackfire's brainwashing techniques.
Gotham will be mine.
Spare me this sermon.
The comic also includes the assassination of several Gotham City politicians and an attempt on Commissioner Gordon's life, making it one of the most violent and disturbing stories in Batman's history.
This is over.
I say when it's over, Blackfire. Take him down to the cells.
Number 8, Batman, A Death in the Family.
So, let's try and clear this up, okay, Pumpkin?
While the deaths of his parents inspired Bruce Wayne to become the Caped Crusader, it's the death of Jason Todd, the second Robin, that haunts Batman's career. A controversial character, Jason Todd's death was actually voted on by fans, and the resulting poll led to the 1988 storyline, Batman, A Death in the Family.
Please tell the big man I said hello.
In it, the Joker is at his most evil as he tortures and murders Batman's sidekick, leaving Batman questioning his own motivations. Number 7, Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious Earth.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
The comic that served as the inspiration for the 2009 video game Batman Arkham Asylum. This story sees Batman venture into the heart of the asylum to stop a riot caused by, you guessed it, the Joker.
Honey, I'm home. Come on in.
This comic is the perfect showcase for the villains of the Batman universe, revealing how real their psychological afflictions really are.
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Get that animal under control.
Perhaps the most interesting part of the story is the insight into Amadeus Arkham, the founder of the asylum, and the facility's own disturbing past. Number 6, Batman, Nightfall.
You made a serious mistake.
Not as serious as yours.
Bane is one of the few villains who can match the Dark Knight in terms of strength, endurance, and fighting skill. But what makes Bane so dangerous is that he's also highly intelligent. Knowing his chances of defeating Batman in direct assault are slim, Bane tips the odds in his favor by forcing Batman to deal with a number of different villains, including Poison Ivy, the Riddler, and the Joker in a single evening. His plan succeeds, and when Bane confronts an exhausted Batman, he quickly gets the upper hand, breaking the Bat in one of the most iconic pages in comic book history.
Oh, your buddy!
Number 5, Batman, Dark Victory.
All I can think about every second of the day is getting Two-Face. He took my whole life.
A direct sequel to the classic The Long Halloween, this story follows Batman as he attempts to stop another serial killer called the Hangman. It also tells a side story about how Dick Grayson was orphaned and became Robin. We clearly see how important a character Robin is to Batman, on both a crime-fighting and personal level. The comic, of course, features many iconic Batman villains, including the emergence of Harvey Dent as Two-Face, and the fallout from this transformation.
You live. You die. Now we're talking.
Number 4, Batman, The Long Halloween.
You'd leave a man's life to chance? Not exactly.
Holidays are supposed to be a time when people can spend time with their friends and family. In Gotham, however, crime never takes a break. Each issue in this story arc takes place during another holiday and features yet another murder. And add in the development of the relationship between Batman and Lieutenant James Gordon, as well as a look at the fall of Harvey Dent, and this story has absolutely everything you could ever want in a Batman comic.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Number 3, Batman Year 1.
12 years, and the ache is still fresh.
One of the best moves DC ever made was hiring Frank Miller to retell the story of the Dark Knight's early days. Miller stripped Batman of all the psychotic villains, fancy gadgets, and even the Batmobile. Instead, he focused on Batman's early attempts at fighting crime, including several failed attempts at being a vigilante.
Freeze!
It also provided insight into the early career of James Gordon, who arrived in Gotham at the same time as Batman. The pair then form an uneasy partnership that we know remains a staple of the Batman universe.
You'd better go. And thank you.
Number 2, Batman the Killing Joke.
So why do they call him the Joker? I heard he wears makeup. Makeup? Yeah, to scare people.
The Joker is Batman's greatest enemy, and The Killing Joke is the best Joker story. This is the definitive look at the Joker before he became a psychotic menace, and writer Alan Moore brings us one of the most disturbing Batman stories ever told. The Joker goes after Batgirl, the alter ego of Commissioner James Gordon's daughter Barbara, in her own home. Gunning her down in front of her father, Barbara is left paralyzed from the waist down, ending her career as Batgirl. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, The Dark Knight Returns.
You're under arrest, mister! You just crippled that man!
He's young. He'll walk again.
While all the comics on this list are must-reads, this one stands above the rest. The Dark Knight Returns, created by Frank Miller, follows an aging and retired Bruce Wayne as he returns to his crime-fighting ways. We see all the classic Batman villains, but the highlight is definitely the showdown between Batman and Superman.
This is between you and me.
The Man of Steel is tasked by the government to take down Batman in an epic climax that answers a question comic book fans have asked for decades. Who would win in a fight, Ben Affleck or Henry Cavill? Batman or Superman?
I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Do you agree with our list?
Is that what you think this is about?
What's your favorite Batman comic? For more great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Oh, forget the morals. Just get us back to jail so we don't have to listen to these corny jokes.